Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report, Madison Square Garden edition. Josue Pavone here. We're in New York City.
Historic night, Bobby. Historic night.
Big night. We talked about the 27 threes. Go check out that video. Josue had all the questions, and I'm gonna ask you some right now.
It was a long segment. My bad.
I'm gonna ask you some because we got the chance to talk to Robert Williams, who was here surprisingly, making the trip down despite the ongoing injury recovery he's going through right now. He goes, I think 6 weeks ago now, surgery, so he's getting close.
Yeah.
They're getting to that Thanksgiving time, early December, where he could potentially make his return. And understated a little bit, but what he said was huge in terms of he's dunking, he's rolling, he's running up and down the floor. I mean, a couple weeks ago when I asked Joe Mazzulla, all he was doing was free throws. So he's made some real strides over the last couple weeks here.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's important for him to make these appearances, just to kind of keep everyone updated and sort of keep everyone in the loop. I always say when an organization or a coach is giving you vague answers and they don't know exactly, and that player, you don't see that person for like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, throughout the season, that's a sign of trouble, right? That's usually that, the guy is either has a setback or he's nowhere near, coming back. And obviously the timetable hasn't changed with Rob, but it's encouraging for him to say these things and obviously show face and, just show that he's making that progress. So that was good for him.
Is seeing him the opposite of that? Like if you're seeing him, he'll potentially be back soon?
Especially on the road. Like for him to travel with the team, for him to obviously, just take everything in, even though he can't play, it's important for him to know what's going on because he could be back in the next couple of months. So it's encouraging. It's good.
Now, as a caveat, no setbacks yet, though he did say this timetable was built. So if there is setbacks, they can have some flexibility there. Obviously,
right.
there's a longer 12-week end of things where you're getting close to 2023. I think we all assumed that's where this would end up.
Yeah, New Year.
But right now, it looks like he's on track. It looks like he's willing and able to do everything on the court pretty much. It's the Celtics who are holding him back a little bit right now and being like, all right, let's get this 100% right.
And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. We want to see this team. They're talented enough to play in June, and he's a big part of that. If the Celtics are going to go back to the finals, if they're going to make that run, they're going to have to go through the Eastern Conference, which the Eastern Conference has improved a lot since last year. And I don't know. I just think it's going to be really difficult for the Celtics if they have like a 50 or 70% Rob, which is essentially what they had last year when you think about it, especially heading into the NBA Finals matchup. So that's what this is all about. That's why you take your time, you ease them back into the steps, into the process, because you want him playing tip-top shape 6-7 months from now. So that's a long time.
Rob, active in practices, now active on the road. Looks like he's going to travel with the Celtics on to Memphis in Monday's game, which we'll have coverage of remotely on the post-game show. Josue, Jimmy, John, and I bringing you Celtics Grizzlies tomorrow night. Go check out our other video on Celtics All Access, where we talked about a record-breaking three-point night for the Celtics here at MSG. And, of course, all our coverage of the Celtics is available on Celtics All Access and CLNS Media. We're brought to you by Com.com/Garden gets you 40% off for premium subscriptions, sleep sounds, meditation, yoga, you name it, mental health, it's on there. And it's all 40% off. Com.com/Garden. AthleticGreens.com/Garden, also great sponsor of the Garden Report. Show them some love. 5 free travel packs, year's supply of vitamin D. Come in when you go there. It's showing you love back, and it's a great product. Energy, vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything you need. 75 of them in one pack of Athletic Greens. You just pour it in your water every morning. That's athleticgreens.com/garden from the Madison Square Garden. Josue Pavone, Bobby Manning, Robert Williams, back sooner rather than later. At least it looks like right now. We'll have continued coverage of his recovery here on CLNS Media.